بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
الحمد لله حمدا كثيرا طيبا مباركا فيه كما يحب ربنا ويرضى. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله الناصح الأمين. اللهم صل على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين ومن تمسك بسنته إلى يوم الدين. ثم أما بعد، يا عباد الله، قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في كتابه الكريم: يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says in His noble book what translated means: O you who believe, fear Allah. Have reverence for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah ta'ala, He goes on to say in this ayah, وَكُونُوا مَعَ الصَّادِقِينَ, and be with those who are truthful. Be with those who are truthful. Ya ibadullah, Siddiq, truthfulness, is from the taqwa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's from fearing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is incumbent and it is a must for those who are interested in being successful that they are those who are truthful. They are those who are truthful. Allah Azza wa Jal, He commands us here in this ayah, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, O you who believe. Allah Azza wa Jal, He's addressing the believers. Allah Azza wa Jal, He tells the believers, Kunu, be with who? Ma'a sadiqeen. Be with those who are truthful. Be truthful. Imam Ibn Kathir, rahmatullah alayhi, he mentions, he says, Isduqu walzimu as-sidq. Be truthful and stick to truthfulness. Takunu min ahli. Then you will be from its people. Now, if you want to be from the truthful or with the truthful, then you have to stick to truthfulness. You have to hold on to being truthful. And then you will be from the people who are truthful. Then you will be with the truthful. وَتَجَنَّبُوا مِنَ الْمَهَالِكِ, and stay away from and avoid those things, those pitfalls that will lead to your destruction. وَيَجْعَلْ لَكُمْ فَرَجًا مِنَ الْأُمُورِكُمْ وَمَخْرِجًا أو وَمَخْرَجًا. And then, if you were to do this, if you were to be truthful with those who are truthful, then we will make for you a way out of all of your difficulties in all of your affairs, and we will give you the success and make for you a way out from all difficulty. This affair of being truthful is one that is incumbent upon the believer that they stick to and they cling to and they hold on to, being truthful in all of their affairs. The Prophet ﷺ is showing us the connection between truthfulness and the connection between ultimate success, as it comes in the hadith of Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم عليكم بالصدق. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he said, it is wajib, it is incumbent upon you to be truthful. It is binding upon you to be truthful. Wajib upon you to be truthful. فَإِنَّ الصِّدْقَ, because verily truthfulness, يَهْدِي إِلَى الْبِرِّ, because truthfulness, it will lead to righteousness. Naam. Truthfulness, it will lead to righteousness. وَإِنَّ الْبِرِّ يَهْدِي إِلَى الْجَنَّةِ, and righteousness leads to the Jannah. So the truthfulness, it leads to the righteousness, and righteousness leads to the Jannah. The Jannah is the ultimate success. The ultimate success. So be truthful, ya ibad. Strive to be of those who tell the truth, those who are truthful in everything in which that they do. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he goes on to say in this narration, وَمَا يَزَالُ الرَّجُلُ, that an individual, he will not cease, or he will continue to what? To say the truth. مَا يَزَالُ الرَّجُلُ يَصْدُقُ وَيَتَحَرَّ الصِّدْقَ that a man, he will continuously tell the truth, and he will continuously يتحرى الصدق, he will continuously seek diligently. يتحرى يعني يبالغ, he will strive hard, he will go to full extents فيه, in truthfulness. ويجتهد, and he will strive hard to be what? To be truthful. ويصدق ويقصد, and he will intend truthfulness. So an individual, meaning he will put forth an effort in being truthful, striving hard to telling the truth and being truthful in all of his affairs. حتى يكتب عند الله صديقا, until he is written down with Allah as being one who is Siddiq, one who is sincere, one who is extremely truthful in everything that he does, in what he says, in what he believes, in his actions, one who is sincere, one who is truthful. The Prophet ﷺ, he said, وَإِيَّاكُمْ وَالْكَذِبِ, and beware of lying. Beware of lying and everything that is linked to lying, from lying, deceit, trickery, so on and so forth. Those things that are linked to what? To lying, to kadhib. And beware of lying. فَإِنَّ الْكَذِبِ يَهْدِي إِلَى الْفُجُورِ, because kadhib, lying, then it will lead to al-fujur. And we will come a little more to see what is the meaning of fujur. But it will lead to what? Indecency. It will lead to evil and horrible things. وَإِنَّ الْفُجُورِ يَهْدِي إِلَى النَّارِ, because this fujur, it will lead to the fire. It will lead to the fire. وَمَا يَزَارُ الرَّجُلُ يَكْذِبُ وَيَتَحَرَّ الْكَذِبِ حَتَّى يُكْتَبَ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ كَذَّابًا. Hadith Sahih, Rawahu Muslim. And an individual, he will continuously lie and seek after lying and seek after lying until he is written with Allah as a liar. Until he is written with Allah as a liar. Kadhab, an extreme liar. One who lies perpetuously, one who lies constantly, one who lies in abundance. So beware of lying, because lying leads to fujur, and fujur leads to what? Leads to the fire. فَدَلَّ هَذَا الْحَدِيث, this hadith that points us to, this hadith here, it points us to عَلَى أَنَّ الصِّدْقِ يَهْدِي إِلَى الْبِرِّ, that truthfulness leads to righteousness. Well, bir, what is bir? What is righteousness? Now, and it's incumbent that we understand what is righteousness, because the individual, how easy would it be for that individual to claim righteousness if he doesn't know what righteousness is? What is righteousness? البر كلمة جامعة تدل على كل وجوه الخير. البر is an encompassing word that points to every type, every aspect of good. Righteousness points to every aspect, every type of good. This is what is righteousness. Naam. And it points to the various types of righteous good deeds. Al-a'mal al-salihat. The various different types of good deeds. All of that enters into righteousness. Wal-fujur, and this word, al-fujur, fi aslihi, the origin of it, al-mail. It means to lean to something, to incline towards something. Naam. So fujur, what is it? It is an inclining, wanhiraf, and going away from what? Anil haqq, going away from the truth, inclining away from the truth, leaning away from the truth. This is fujur. Even al-fajr, the one who is a criminal, the fajr, the one who brings this fujur, who brings this leaning away from the haqq, huwa al-ma'il an al-tariq al-hidayah. He is the one who leans away from the way of guidance. He is the one who inclines away from guidance, and thus he inclines toward misguidance. This is the fajr, because that misguidance, it will lead to the fire. وَعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ. And what will get you to that misguidance that leads to the fire? then that will be what? Al-kadhib. So therefore you will find al-fujur wal-birr biddani mutaqabilani. So therefore you will find that this word al-fujur is the exact polar opposite of al-birr. Naam, righteousness in all of its types is the exact polar opposite of al-fujur. Misguidance and everything that is connected and linked to the misguidance. And they are opposing. They are opposing. So therefore it is upon the believer to be truthful. في قوله, inside of his statements. في العمل, inside of his actions. في عقيدته, inside of his creed. وفي منهجه, inside of his minhaj. كل شيء. In everything, it is incumbent upon the believer to be righteous and truthful. It is upon him to be truthful in everything that he does. And that's how he will attain being righteous. And that righteousness, it leads to where? It leads to the Jannah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he says, Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu attaqullah. O you who believe, fear Allah. وَكُونُوا مَعَ الصَّادِقِينَ, and be with those who are truthful. We ask that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He writes us from those who are truthful, makes us from those who are truthful, gives us the success in being truthful in everything that we do. هذا أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ولجميع المسلمين فاستغفروا فإنه هو الغفور الرحيم. بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وبعد. يا عباد الله, if we want to be successful يوم القيامة, we have to be truthful. We have to be truthful when? Now. You understand? A man can't live his life in lying and treachery, and then he say to himself, oh, when I'm in my grave, then I'll be, I'll change everything around. Nah, it's too late then. So the time to be truthful is now. The time to put forth those actions in preparation for the day of judgment is now. For those who put forth those actions, righteousness, in preparation for the day of judgment, those who are truthful now, Allah Ta'ala, He says, هَذَا يَوْمٌ, on this day, هَذَا يَوْمُ يَنْفَعُ الصَّادِقِينَ. And on this day is the day that the truthful ones, those who are truthful, they will benefit. They will benefit. Their truthfulness will benefit them now. You understand? So the day that we worried about our truthfulness benefiting us is when? It's Yawm al-Qiyamah. It's Yawm al-Qiyamah. So we're going to cling and we're going to stick to being truthful because our concern is the day of judgment. We don't care about what's right here and right now in the sense that a person believes that, okay, if I lie right now, then I will succeed and I will get ahead and I will benefit. Maybe in the short term, but in long term, no. Our concern is for what? Yawm al-Qiyamah. So we'll speak a word that is truthful, regardless of what repercussions and consequences may come from that. Because our concern is not what will immediately happen after being truthful, but, but our concern is what? Is benefiting from our truthfulness, Yawm al-Qiyamah. That's our concern. That we benefit from our truthfulness, Yawm al-Qiyamah. So Allah Ta'ala, He says, هَذَا يَوْمُ يَنْفَعُ الصَّادِقِينَ صِدْقُهُم. This is the day that the truthfulness of those who are truthful will benefit them. لَهُمْ جَنَّاتٍ. They will have jannat. They will have gardens. تَجْرِي مِنْ تَحْتِهَا الْأَنْهَارِ. They will have gardens under with which rivers flow. That's for who? That's for those who are truthful. The man who is truthful, the man who truly fears Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And go back to the ayah. يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا اتَّقُوا اللَّهَ. O you who believe, have fear of Allah Azza wa Jal. Fear of Allah Azza wa Jal. وَكُونُوا مَعَ الصَّادِقِينَ. And be with those who are truthful. The one who is truthful, his fear is for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He don't fear no man in front of him. He don't fear what no man gonna say about him. He don't fear what no man can do to him. Because he fears Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he's going to be truthful. He's going to be truthful. Even if that man gets mad by his truthfulness. Even if that man wants to take retaliation due to his truthfulness. Even if that man wants to slander him because he was truthful, even if he falls out of favor with that man due to his truthfulness, even if that man becomes his enemy because he was truthful, he don't care. Why? Because he fears Allah. What's some man gonna do for you and do to you? Nothing. What do they have that they can really harm you with? Nothing. So why are you scared to speak the truth? Why are you scared to say the truth? For what? Because of a man? Forget a man. What a man got? Nothing. What can he offer you? Nothing. Allah Ta'ala gives the Jannah to those who are truthful. Someone has something that they can offer better than the Jannah? Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, He gives the hellfire to those who are liars, those who are upon misguidance and all types of corruption. For them is the fire. Is there something that is more dangerous, more detrimental, more destructive to you than the fire? So because the giving of the Jannah and the saving from the fire is in the hands of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, why are you worried about human beings for? For what? What sense does that make? It's a waste of energy, is it not? It's foolishness, is it not? Ya ibadallah, it is upon us to strive to be truthful in everything. Truthful in our statements, truthful in our deen, truthful in our relationship with Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Truthfulness in how we implement the deen of Al-Islam. Truthfulness in how we adorn our lives with the deen of Al-Islam. Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, He talks about the truthful and that which they're going to get. Allah Ta'ala, He says, وَالَّذِينَ جَاءَ بِالصِّدْقِ وَصَدَّقَ بِهِ أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُتَّقُونَ. And those who are truthful and they deem the truth as truthful, they accept the truth. They're truthful in everything. Naam, and they accept the truth. Then these are the ones who fear Allah. You see, we're going back to the first ayah. Ya ayyuhal ladina amanu taqullah. Oh, you who believe, fear Allah. How do you fear Allah? You have to be truthful. And you have to believe in that which has come to you from the truth. You have to be truthful and you have to accept the truth. So now, does it make more sense how Allah Ta'ala, going back to the first ayah in which we open up with, that Allah Ta'ala tells us to fear Him and then tells us to be with what? وَكُونُوا مَعَ الصَّادِقِينَ. And be with those who are truthful. Do you see the link? Do you see the link? For those who are truthful and they believe and they accept the truth, هُمُ الْمُتَّقُونَ. They are those who are the ones who truly fear Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. They are those who fear Allah Azza wa Jal. Allah Azza wa Jal, He says, now I want you to think about this right now. Because, you know, we do things sometimes we want a payday, right? I don't think any of us works at a job except because the job pay us. If the job didn't pay you, would you go there early in the morning, leave in the... No way. It's we go there because they pay us. You understand? But Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, He tells us about these individuals who are truthful and those who accept the truth. Allah Ta'ala, He tells us that for them is what? لَهُمْ مَا يَشَاءُونَ عِنْدَ رَبِّهِمْ. They will have whatever they want with their Lord. Whatever they want, they will have it with their Lord. In the Jannah, the believer, he will have therein whatever he wants. Inside of the Jannah, for him is what he wants. Inside of the Jannah. Is there any type, for lack of a better term and or phrase, any type of payday better than that? That inside of the Jannah you can have whatever you want. Whatever you want is yours. But if you're truthful and you accept the truth wholeheartedly, in every which way, shape, and form you accept it. Naam, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, He says, ذَلِكَ جَزَاءُ الْمُحْسِنِينَ. This is the reward of the good doers. The good doers, this is for them. This is theirs. For those who what? Who do good. Who are those who do good? What is the measuring stick for those who do good? They are those who are truthful. They are those who accept the truth. They are those who are sincere in their striving and application of the truth. Now, this doesn't mean an individual will be perfect in his implementing of the truth. Why? Because we're not perfect. You understand? So we're going to come up short. When we come up short, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala has legislated for us an act that within itself is a righteous good deed. So when we miss the mark, when we do something that we shouldn't be doing, when we fall into that which will destroy ourselves, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has legislated for us to do something that within itself is a righteous good deed that we will get rewarded for, and also will wipe away our mistake, will wipe away our indiscretion, will wipe away our sin. What's getting with that? Huh? Is that not a beautiful deal? We mess up. Allah Ta'ala has legislated upon us that what? We make tawbah. Tawbah within itself is a righteous good deed. And then what? And then that sin that we did get wiped away. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. But for the liars, what does Allah Ta'ala say about the liars and those who belie? Those who belie the truth. Allah Ta'ala, He says, فَمَنْ أَظْلَمُ مِمَّنْ كَذَبَ عَلَى اللَّهِ. And who is worse? Who is worse than the one who lies upon Allah? Who is worse? This is a rhetorical question, because the answer is no one is worse. Person lying about Allah Azza wa Jal, the one who lies about Allah Azza wa Jal, وَكَذَّبَ بِالصِّدْقِ إِذْ جَاءَهُمْ, and he belies the truth when it comes. This individual, he lies upon Allah, and then when the truth comes to him, he belies the truth. He don't want to believe in the truth when it comes to him. Allah Ta'ala tells us what is the end result for the likes of these individuals. Allah Ta'ala, He says, أَلَيْسَ فِي جَهَنَّمْ مَثْوًى لِلْكَافِرِينَ. Is it not except in the hellfire, the end result, the abode, the dwelling place of the kuffar, al-kafirin, the disbelievers? For them is what? The hellfire. You want to lie about Allah and then you belie the truth when it comes to you? So for you it's the hellfire. That's what they get. You see? It is upon us to be truthful. It is upon us to strive to live our lives based upon the truth. Because you will find that a common characteristic with all of those who are upon falsehood is that they are liars. They lie. Because how else could you substantiate something that is false except to lie? There's no other way to justify and to beautify something that is false except you have to lie. So that characteristic that unites all of the people who are upon falsehood is those who lie. Ya ibad, who is worse than the one who lies and he knows the truth? Who is worse than the one who intentionally goes against the truth, supporting a lie based upon and for whatever it is he's looking for? But as we know, those who are looking for the Jannah, then you stick to the truth. Because the truth, it will lead to righteousness, and righteousness, it leads to the Jannah. For those who want to escape the fire, then stay away from lying. Because lying leads to all type of indecency, all type of despicable, foul and nasty sins, all type of evil things. And those things lead to the fire. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make me and you from those who are truthful in everything that they do, because verily, no doubt, undoubtedly, truthfulness, it leads to the Jannah. هذا فأقيموا الصلاة.